Hi and welcome. If you're a mom and you're an entrepreneur and you want to get more done in the day, this is the place to be, because every week I share videos with tools, lessons, resources that's going to help you to manage your time so that you can stop sacrificing yourself, your dreams, and your family. Now, today I want to talk about the ups and downs of entrepreneurship as an entrepreneur who is also a mom. Now, why am I talking about this? The thing is, I coach a lot of moms. I've heard so many stories. I've experienced it myself, being a mom of two little girls, and I know about the ups and downs. But the one I really want to talk about is this one that comes up every single time, which is, how do you go to bed at night as an entrepreneur and a mom and you feel accomplished with your day? Like, basically, you go to sleep and you think, yes, I had such a great day today because I was able to achieve my goals. Now, here is the thing. I know that as moms, we're overachievers. Like, let's be honest. The fact that you're a mom and you're also an entrepreneur, you're an overachiever because you are raising a business and also raising your family at the same time. That's a lot to deal with. And at the end of the day, you just have the 24 hours. The 24 hours for yourself, your family, your business, and everything else in between. But today, I want to share with you the tools to use, and I'm going to go through it step by step. So please do write it down, because at the end, you would be equipped with what would help you to achieve more with your day. So let's get to it. Now, the first thing you need to learn is this. You need to know your goals. Yes, I'm very serious about that. You need to figure out and say, what is my goal for my business? What is your 2020 vision for your business? Now, when you have that huge, big goal, whether you want to have a global business or you want to have offices all around the world, the next thing you need to do is to figure out your priorities. Now, I get this question every time. What's the difference between my goals and my priorities? This is it. Your goals is just a vision. Well, this is my definition, by the way. So your goals is just a vision you have for your business or for yourself or for your family. But your priorities are the things that are super, super, super important to you. Now, you can call it your core values, but like this is like your driving force in your life. So you might have a goal to say, oh, I want to have a huge business that has branches all over the world. But your priorities might actually be the fact that I want to affect lives. I want to serve, like for me in my business, I want to serve the moms that are struggling to find that balance. So that's my priority. So you see how it's different from my goals? So that's the thing. You need to figure out your priorities. So you know your goals. That's the first thing. You have this big goal. You know your priorities. That's the second thing. And then now it's time for you to break it down to daily goals. So I'm going to give an example. Let's go back to the huge goal of having businesses all around the world. That's the big dream. That's the vision. But then your priorities might be your family. Your priorities might be the people you serve in your business. You know those things. Now let's break it down to the daily goals. You're not going to start today and then all of a sudden you're going to be known all over the world. It's the baby steps. So you walk yourself back, like you take steps back, and then you can find out what you need to do on a daily basis that will take you towards that goal. And like I always tell people in my coaching program, moms in my coaching program, is look, if what you're doing every day is not taking you a step towards your goal and they know your priorities, you are not using your time in the best way that you should. So you should do something that will take you there every single day. So those are your daily goals. Now walk with me. This is where it gets really interesting. Now you know the big goals. Now you know your priorities. Now you figure out your daily goals. Now this is what you need to do. You need to look at the daily goals. So let's imagine that your daily goals will be something like, I want to have maybe a Facebook community. So every week I want to connect with people in my community. That's your daily task. For Monday, it's time to connect with people in my community in my Facebook group. By the way, I have a Facebook group for mom leaders. You could check it out on www.momleader.com/community. I just had to put that there. So now that's your goal. That's your daily goal. The question is, how long would it take you to carry out this task? And I'm going to tell you, being a coach, a time management coach, every single time I see moms underestimating how long it actually takes them to carry out a task. That's the truth. We usually think, oh, that should be like a quick 30-minute thing. And before you know it, you spend 2 hours. If you don't know how long it's going to take you to carry out a task, every night, I promise you, you're going to go to bed and you're going to feel very unaccomplished because you didn't realize how you were able to use up your day, even though you've been super busy. Figure out how long it will take you to carry a task. And this is the tip on how to know that. This is what you need to do. You need to find a task that's kind of similar to this new task you're about to start. So let's imagine the task is you want to connect with people in your tribe, in your Facebook community. Have you estimated how long it's been. If you've never done it before, look for a task that's similar to it. So maybe you're already connecting with people on Instagram. How long does it take you to get that done? If it's 2 hours, estimate about 2 hours and give yourself a half an hour buffer time for this Facebook group community connection. Do you see where I'm going? Now, this is the second tip. So now you want to figure out how long it will take you to carry out the task. You've given yourself 2 hours, 30 minutes. This is what you need to do. Set a timer. Set a timer. Get online. Start posting on your Facebook group. Start connecting. Start doing all the things you really want to do. And when you're done, check out how long it actually takes you to get it done. Because you know what? I have done this in my business and I have aha moments when it comes to tasks in my business. Things that I think would take me 30 minutes, when I actually set a timer and get on with the task, when I'm done, I see that it takes me 2 hours. That's where the time is going. So you need to know how long it will take you to carry a task. I'm going to walk you through it step by step again. First thing, know your big goals. Second thing, know your priorities. Third thing, break down those goals into daily tasks. And fourth thing is to portion the right amount of time it would take you to carry out those tasks. Now, the fifth thing is to figure out how you use your hours in a day. Let me explain that. In my course, the Time Management Starter Kit, I show you how to break down your time into 3 different sections. You have your working hours. That's the time you give for your business. Pretty straightforward. You have your personal time for the things that are personal to you, and you have your reoccurring. You need to know, as a business owner, how many hours every day you can actually give to your business. So let's say you can give 6 hours to your business. Now let's work it backwards. You know the big goals, you know your priorities, you know your daily tasks. In my example, I gave 4 tasks, and you know, with you setting a timer or looking at a similar goal, you're able to estimate that this particular task is going to take you 2.5 hours. You have 4 things to do in your list. I figured out the number of hours you can actually work in a day. So let's say in a day you can work 6 hours in a day. You already use 2.5 hours to carry out 1 task from the 4 that you have in a day, and you have 6 hours. So you technically know that you have 3.5 hours left to do, to actually use up for the 3 tasks that is on your list. Do you see how sometimes we put ourselves in a crunch where we underestimate how much time and we don't get enough done, and then we go to bed and then we feel so unaccomplished, so tired, and wondering, why is it that I never get to the end of my to-do list? That's why. So now you know the number of hours you can give in a day. When you're picking out the tasks you want to carry out for that day, you know the number of tasks you should carry out, because you know how long it's going to take you to carry out each task, right? Let me give you the 6th and the final tip that you can use if you want to use this tool of actually going to bed at night and feeling accomplished, is to have a done list. Now, I am really serious about this. Now, the thing about us as moms is we do so much. We're trying to help the family, the kids and everything, and sometimes we feel like we don't do enough. But if you just have like a physical list that actually shows you everything you've gotten done in a day, maybe that one will make you give yourself a pat on the back when you're going to bed and feel like, yeah, I am a super mom. Oh, I'm a superhuman. I'm serious. So there are 2 ways you can have your done list. You can either have your list of the tasks you have for the day, and when you're done with a task, you cross it off your list. Or you can get a notebook, and once you're done with a particular task, you put it in a done list notebook. The same way you have a to-do list, you have your done list. So that when you're going to bed at night and you want to take a review of your day, you can either look out all the crossed things on your to-do list, or you can look at this nice clean done list of all the things you've done in the day, and you realize how accomplished you've been in that day. So there you have it. Those are the 6 things you can use. This is a great tool if you want to get over this ups and downs of mom entrepreneurship, which is you going to bed at night and feeling accomplished. And actually, here's a good thing. You get to know what you can literally do as a human in your day, which in turn will help you to know what to say yes to and what to say no to. And if you love videos like this, remember to subscribe, because every week you have new videos, and do please share. And I would love to know in the comments, have you been one of those moms that go to bed at night and feel like, oh, I just need to do more? If you are, drop that in comment, and I'll see you in my next video.